everybody. I'm going live again. I was just live yesterday. I just announced on my YouTube channel and my Instagram channel that I will be going live every Tuesday night and Thursday night at 6 p.m. Pacific time for the month of April. Now, when I made this announcement, I did not realize that today was Thursday. So I wasn't anticipating on going live um, tonight, but here I am because I already announced that I would do every Tuesday night and Thursday night, 6 p.m. Pacific time. So there's a couple things I wanted to talk about. I'm probably not going to be going on live tonight for very long because I did anticipate it, probably about 20, 30 minutes. So if you pop on in, definitely give me your input about reselling during this crazy time right now. Or if you're watching the replay, jot down some ideas about what you want to talk about in our next YouTube live that will be Tuesday, 6 p.m. Pacific time. So I think Eastern it would be around 9 o'clock. So after you have your dinner, put the kids to bed, then you can get on YouTube and chit chat. So resale business. Right now it's a little crazy because almost every single state is under quarantine. And I know in many states, all the non essential businesses are closed down. That includes, in my state, Goodwills, Salvation Armies, all thrift stores are shut down. Almost everything's shut down, it seems like, except like grocery stores or, car mechanics, or I think Verizon was open. So places here and there. But there's not estate sales going on. Oh, hi, my mom's here. Hi, Mom. Barbara. So I was watching this other channel, and she had, her name is Alex with the channel Chapter 2 Vintage, and she was going through her inventory. And one of her worries about how long this quarantine is going to last is running out of inventory. And I thought about that too because a lot of my inventory doesn't necessarily sell well on eBay or on Poshmark, anything like that. I did really well selling toys and kids clothes at these JBF sales, and I don't know if that's going to happen. So the JBF sales are like the huge kids consignment sales where it brings thousands of people, and if we are under quarantine for several months or throughout the spring and part of summer, then that might not happen. So that worries me because I don't just sell on eBay for a lot of my money. So that is a big concern, is running out of inventory. And I've been going into my shed and into my closets and trying to pull things out that I think would sell really well on eBay right now. And I've been slowly listing that. And one of the reasons why I've been slowly listing it is because I want to stay busy. I don't want to list everything at once and then just be sitting there because I've slowly been selling. Like maybe I think I sold one item today. It was a mug, and that was it. I think I made like $5 profit. And the other day I sold about 4 items like movies and such. So the market's definitely changing right now because people aren't buying like fashionable clothes and expensive jewelry because they're not going out. They're staying in with their kids and stuff. So that is a worry of mine. I'm sure a lot of other resellers, and especially people that sell vintage and antiques, like where are they going to get their inventory? One of my ideas, and if you watch the replay, hi Laura, I'm glad you stopped by. I'm just talking about, the resale business right now and how some people are worried that they're going to run out of inventory. I'm kind of worried about it. And one thing that I'm actually doing and thinking of doing in the future, and I know Alex from Chapter 2 Vintage, I think, has done this, is bought in lots on eBay. So sometimes you can buy a lot of like jewelry, and it will be like just like a mixture of stuff. Sometimes you see it all, sometimes like a mystery uh, bag of jewelry and stuff, and you can piece that out and resell each individual piece on eBay. One thing that I recently bought, and just for the fun of it, was a lot of 70 vintage greeting cards from, either from the 40s to the 70s. And I ended up paying, I think, around $40. So I think it was around 58 cents each. And I'm hoping to just keep a few because I do have a collection, and then piecing those out and selling them in smaller lots on eBay to make a little bit of profit. I mean, even if I made $10 profit, I would be happy. Oh, for something to do, I went through my closet and I tried everything on. Kept only stuff that fit and looked good. Found some things that I can sell. Yeah, that's another thing. My mom has a great suggestion, is even going through your personal closet, and I've seen other channels kind of talk about this. Just go through your own closet. Like us resellers, we probably have tons and tons of clothes because we pick them up for so cheap. So if you are really hurting for money, can't go to the thrift stores, dive into your closet and stuff. And what I've noticed right now from what I'm selling on eBay is comfortable clothes are selling. So if you have name brand like sweatpants or Nike leggings or even running attire, that stuff's selling. I sold Adidas leggings, colorful leggings, within 24 hours of listing. I sold like a comfortable t-shirt. So I decided to list comfortable clothes, things that people are wearing indoors. Maybe if they're running outside and stuff, running gear. I actually have some bicycle shorts. I thought, well, people are still riding their bikes out there and stuff. I mean, the parks are closed, but they're still out there hiking and riding their bikes. So maybe bicycle shorts would sell. So you kind of just have to, like, I don't know, kind of think of how the market's changing and what's happening right now. Hi Nicole! Oh my gosh, you made it! That's so awesome! I've been following Nicole Northgarden's channel for a very long time. She resells, and she also does a lot of crafty things on her channel and stuff. She's very creative, and she's with her family under quarantine. So yeah, so the market is changing, and like Alex said, it is a fear of a lot of us resellers. I don't make my full living reselling, but it's extra money for my family. And if this quarantine lasts through April, well, it looks like through April, maybe through May, maybe part of June, I'm not sure. That I know that we're going to kind of struggle because we have bills, and I'm usually able to help and stuff. So I don't know. Hopefully, maybe my mom can give me some inventory if I run out. I mean, that's always a thing because Lavender Clothesline, she actually has some videos, I haven't watched them yet, where people, her friends and family, are giving her stuff to resell because that's what she does for a living. I mean, she does that full time. Oh, is it buffering for anyone else? Mom, is it buffering for you? Laura, is it buffering for you? I don't have it on internet right now. I'm working on the data on my. Oh, Laura's not buffering there. Oh, Nicole. I'm not sure. When I did the live yesterday, someone said they could only see my eyes or something. I'm like, oh no, so I had to readjust the camera. I'm still really new to this live thing. Oh, you see me, Nicole. Okay, good. I'm seeing you fine. Okay. I wasn't even planning going live tonight, and then I had insomnia. Yes, off and on. Okay, hopefully it's not buffering too much. If it is, I can always restart it and come back. I wasn't even gonna go live tonight, and after I announced, oh, I'll be on every Tuesday and Thursday night, 6 p.m. Pacific, and then I was like, oh no, tonight's Thursday. I thought today was like Friday. My days are all messed up. But yes. So Laura and Nicole, are you guys worried about the resale business, about running out of inventory, or Oh, my mom says it's fine now. Or are you guys worried that you'll run out of content for your YouTube channel and stuff with the thrift stores closed and maybe running out of supplies to make crafts or running out of stuff to show? I have tons of stuff at my house. It's almost embarrassing. I have so much stuff. And I also have an antique space. I don't know if you guys have an antique space, but I'm probably going to pull inventory from my antique space tomorrow. It is closed, it's not open, but the owner is letting us dealers come in to fix it up and to, well, we can take some stuff out of our space because obviously I'm not paying rent and it's just sitting there. So I thought I could pull some of my stuff out and try to sell on eBay. Maybe start dipping into selling more antiques and collectibles and stuff. Because if it's just sitting there, it's not making me any money. But yeah, so I think I'm pretty good. But if this quarantine would last through, oh my gosh, maybe May, June, I might struggle. So I say I'm okay now, but I might run out of stuff. Nicole, I turned my shop to vacation mode. Okay. I couldn't handle the added stress right now, but maybe as time passes, it's definitely going to affect my channel the longer this goes. You know, Nicole, yeah, yesterday on my live, I was trying to brainstorm with other channels and other people watching ideas of what to do for your channel because I know there's some channels they have a video almost every single day. So I'm like, okay, what are people gonna talk about almost every single day for the next month or 2 months? So we were kind of brainstorming ideas about that, and it is a little stressful because you're maintaining a YouTube channel, you're trying to make money for your family, but I haven't I haven't put my stuff on vacation mode because I can handle if I do a little bit each day. I'm trying not to stress. And I know some other resellers were just listing massive, massive amounts. And I kind of don't want to do that because I don't want to be like, okay, I listed like 100 things. Now I have nothing. Like, what do I do? Just sit, you know. So I'm just like, okay, I'll take the pictures, you know, list it here, you know, list it there and stuff. And I kind of want to try to make my eBay shop to have a variety and stuff because I want people to go in and I don't know, be able to look at different things and I don't know where I'm going with this. I'm not one of those resellers that just focuses on jewelry or just focuses on kids stuff or just sports stuff. I kind of sell everything, you know, the Walmart of reselling. But higher end. I shouldn't say Walmart. I should say Target. I'm the Target of reselling. I like to make it interesting. Oh, hi, Karen. Life on Green with Karen. Oh, hey, how's it going? Nicole, once our kids start back to school, I might start listing again. I do have some stuff to list still. Yeah. Nicole, what? I forget what state are you at? So I'm in Washington, and I've said this before that they said the kids will be out until I think April 24th. The rumor is that we might not even go back. The governor of Washington is saying, Inslee is saying that we might not even, he might, you know, well, not he would prolong it, but prolong the quarantine, which most likely would mean that the schools would stay closed for the rest of the year. I don't know. So it's all up in the air right now. Poshmark, you know, I have kind of given up on Poshmark, and I don't know. I just kind of got burnt down on it. I do know other channels have kind of been complaining that clothes aren't really selling, just like a little bit here and there. And Karen, I'm not sure if you heard earlier, but what I'm selling right now on eBay is comfortable clothes. Things like name brand sweatpants, brands like Nike, Adidas, leggings, maybe athletic shirt, very comfortable. I listed Victoria's Secret sweatpants. They haven't sold yet, but I looked at the comps. Those are good for the last few weeks. So if you were to maybe list more on Poshmark, or I don't know if you list on eBay either, to focus on what people are wearing indoors, or if they go running or something, or maybe workout clothes. So just think comfort, comfort, comfort. That's I can't, and even comfortable shoes. Other channels have been selling comfortable shoes, because you also got to think there's grocery store workers, nurses, doctors, mechanics. They're all out there working. They're all on their feet. And if they can't go to stores to buy those comfortable shoes, they're going to look online. So definitely think about selling that kind of stuff. Shani, hi. And I think Shani sells. Nice. Nice to have you here. Yeah, so you just kind of only use Poshmark. Okay, so maybe on Poshmark, I don't know. If you have that kind of inventory, maybe focus on the comfortable stuff. I don't know. It's a really crazy, weird time right now, because I would be listing things like free people tops and other clothes that they wear going camping and stuff, but no one's going out. So I'm like, okay, I'm just going to have to let that stuff sit and focus on the stuff that people are really needing now. I've sold a puzzle. I've sold some kids' books. I sold a lot of movies and DVDs. It's just a weird time right now. Oh, Nicole, you're in Minnesota. Okay, so Nicole, when are they saying that kids can go back to school in Minnesota? Washington is some April 24th, and in some states they've already said that they're not letting the kids go back to school. They're saying that the year is over. And I told my husband, I'm thinking May 4th. Okay. So when do they get out? Do they get out in June? So they'd only be going to school for like what, 4 or 5 weeks? Yeah, DVDs and books. If you have a DVD um, like collection at home, or Blu-rays collections, definitely raid that. If you are in need of money, raid those DVDs. We have a huge collection. I don't know why we have so many. I think I just pick them up cheap at garage sales all the time. And I've been selling them. They've been selling great. And my kids have outgrown a lot of the movies that are popular and stuff, Disney movies and kid movies. So those have been selling great. So if you have that at home, yeah. And this is something that people who really need the money, and I know some people are struggling out there. I mean, there's literally millions of people that have lost their job. Start rating your DVD, stuff, toys that your kids have outgrown, books, comfortable clothes, accessories, all that stuff. Okay. I scrolled, I didn't see here. May 4th. Oh, so Nicole, if your kids go back to school, they'll only be going back for like 5 weeks. Yeah. Our kids get out around between June 10th and June 15th. So, yeah, so with the post office, we actually live out in the woods and up a really long gravelly road, kind of in the middle of the boonies. So I take all my stuff to the post office. I don't wait in line. I print out the shipping labels at home, tape them on the packages, and I just drop it off at the post office. I don't even communicate with anyone. I just drop it off and go. So I have been doing that every few days, or having my husband do it after work. I just don't live in a place where, I mean, I could have the postal delivery person drive up to our house, but I would feel bad because it's a really long, gravelly, pitted road, and I would hate for him to have to do it several days a week, because our mailbox is down little less than a quarter mile driveway. So we're in a kind of a weird area, but I do drive and take it. It's not a big deal for me. It's like 10-minute drive. My friend got rid of 100 board games. Oh my gosh, 2 days ago. 5 different families bought 100 games. Facebook Marketplace. Wow. I was taking stuff to the post office, but not anymore. Too scared. Well, Karen, are you able just to? Is there like a? Ours has a slot that you can go even when there's no one there. It can. The whole post office can be closed, except the outer area where the people have their PO boxes, and then there's just a slot, and I just kind of open it with my elbow and I just pop my stuff in. So then you don't even have to go when like people are there or really touch anything. I don't know what your post office is like. Wow, I wish I had board games. All the board games I have are just they're missing pieces and they're like dirty. My kids completely destroy all our board games and now's the perfect time. God, I bet she made a lot of money. 100 board games. That's crazy. And those are big sellers and they're probably huge now. I mean, I even wish I had little card games because those are so easy to ship, but fortunately I don't and I can't go out. I have lots of books. I'm not leaving my house except to walk around the block for exercise. Well, that's good. That's probably the best. Um, Karen, do you live in a place where you can, where the postal or your postal driver can pick stuff up? A lot of people do that. I just don't live in an area that can do that. It's kind of scary right now. We had to go to Target the other day to get some cat food and some air filters and some food. And it was weird. There was hardly anyone in there. They didn't have any cashiers. It was just self checkout. She sanitized the self checkout area as soon as you were done. They're not Target is not taking any exchanges. They're not taking any returns for at least a month because they don't want stuff going into people's houses, possibly getting contaminated and brought back. Yeah, it was very quiet. It was very eerie. And I also got my kids all the Easter candy stuff I'll be putting in baskets at home. But I've hardly gone out for 2.5 weeks. I've gone to the grocery store twice and once to Target. That was it. We have pets, so we need like, you know, litter, cat litter, and dog food, cat food, and the kids. My kids are growing, so they're eating really fast and stuff like that. But yeah, mostly been staying inside. Oh, she used to collect them. Okay, but didn't feel like collecting anymore. Yeah, I know people that actually search out Goodwill every week collecting games and they're experts at knowing like the really rare expensive ones. And I'm not too good at spotting the like real rare ones, but I kind of know which ones are worth some money, like Monopoly games, not the older ones, but ones that are special, like if it's like Disney or it's like sports team Monopoly. There's different kinds of Monopoly games, and sometimes you can sell like the pieces, just the pieces that come in the game, not the full game, and people buy that up because they're kids or they lose the pieces and they want a full set. So you know that's another thing. If you guys have some of those expensive kind of rare games, you could just sell off the pieces. I don't have any expensive rare games, and even when I do have the pieces, they're trash because my kids. Yes, in Connecticut, oh, we can leave packages at the mailbox for pickup. Okay, okay, yeah. Hi, watching a zombie movie right now. Which zombie movie? I love zombie movies. My my kids love the old sci-fi movies and zombie movies, the older ones. Textiles and Treasures buys a lot of vintage board games. Yeah, there's money in them, and some of those board games, like just the board of the game, people use for crafting and stuff. I've noticed. So yeah. So when we get to, when we get to go thrifting again, we can go look for board games. And sometimes when you go to Goodwill's, they'll know what's worth money and they'll put them in the display case or they'll price them real high, like 15, $20. And then sometimes they just don't know. Like they think, oh, this is old and it's kind of trashed a little bit on the box, and they'll price them like $4 or $5 and it's worth like 30 or $40. Oh, interesting. I didn't know there was a market for just the pieces. Yeah, and I know that Kevin from um, what's his Commonwealth Pickers, Kevin, that he actually sells a lot of little pieces that go with the games and stuff. And I actually have done that too. I sold the little, I think they were the little Star Wars pewter silver people, what do they call the people that you go from square to square or whatever. And I sold those, God, a long time ago, $10, $15 or something. It cost me like $3 a send. It was pretty awesome, but I only find that stuff usually at the bins, and I can't go to the bins, so it kind of sucks. What are your thoughts on going to the bins once everything opens again? Yes, I sell lots of pieces in my booth. Oh, Laura, that's awesome. Your booth is probably closed right now, Laura. That's what you said. So hopefully, when your booth reopens, yeah, it's funny, this whole quarantine thing, like being safe, wearing the masks and the gloves, washing your hands so much, it's almost changing people's mindset and my mindset. And before, I would go to the bins and people would comment, wear gloves, wear gloves. And I'm like, oh, I don't wear gloves. People, regulars don't wear gloves. I'm fine. And now I'm kind of thinking, after all of this and the virus, I feel like I should wear gloves and a mask. Like I should need to protect myself. It's almost like my mindset's changing because this virus that's going around is really scary. So I don't know. I might be one of those people that when I do go back to the bins, I'll be wearing big old gloves, and as soon as I get home, washing all my clothes. Like I never really did that before because I thought, oh, I'm fine. Little germs, like dirt don't hurt. And it's like now I'm like, oh crap, I don't want to get any viruses. Because you hear the symptoms of some of these viruses going around. I'm like, oh my God, like can't breathe and nauseousness. Now they're saying pink eye is one of the symptoms of coronavirus, and nauseousness is one, and hard, can't breathe, and a cough. I'm like, this sounds awful. Like I don't want to get sick. So yeah. Uh, let's see. I, no bins here either. Yeah, maybe eventually they'll have the bins. I mean, the stuff has to go somewhere. They keep making more and more Goodwills. Maybe more bins will pop up. Oops. Let's see. Girl, the bins is going to be off limits to me until I feel more comfortable about touching other people's stuff. Oh, yeah, Karen. I have a bins addiction, so I'll probably keep going, but I'm definitely going to be more proactive when it comes to protecting myself. I think before I was kind of lackadaisical because I've been doing it for so long. But after this, I will be safer and stuff. But it will be weird going back. Oh, Mrs. Cotton Candy, darling, live. Hi. I just wondered, are you selling anything while this is going on? I am. I am selling. Bring lots. Bring Lysol, lots of Lysol. Yeah, before I would just like put it in the car and I wouldn't think about it, but now I'll probably have like a can of Lysol in the passenger and just like spray everything hardcore. Yeah, I'm still selling on eBay. Stuff selling for me, and I'm selling. So okay, so I have a little over 200 items listed on eBay. That's a good amount for me. I do this part time. Oh, I did it part time then. I still do it part time now. I'm selling anywhere from 1 to 4 items a day, which I think is pretty good. I'm not getting any new inventory. I haven't for, well, several weeks now. So for me, it's pretty good. I've deposited gosh, about $400 or $500 into our account. So it's better than nothing. I worked for the Sally for years and never had a problem. I even found someone ashes once. Oh gosh. Hi, Chair. Just kept washing hands and face. Yeah, just keep washing those hands, washing that face, and yeah. Before when I would pick at the bins, I mean, I've been picking at the bins for over 20 years, and I never had a problem. Well, knock on wood. I don't want to jinx myself. I never had a problem, but I don't know. Times are changing. It's kind of scary, but God, find someone's ashes that would creep me out. I feel bad. Maybe someone accidentally donated it or something. They thought it was like an ugly vase or something. Donated their parents' ashes. It's really sad. I was wondering because I saw on Kijiji, it's like your Craigslist, okay, in USA, and I didn't know if people are still buying. Um, I I don't sell on Craigslist or like Facebook Marketplace, but what I've been hearing from other people that have YouTube channels who are resellers that they are still selling on platforms like that. I can't really think of the channels right now, but they're doing like porch. It's called porch pickups. So what they'll do is they'll advertise their item on Craigslist or Facebook Marketplace, things like that. And it's a trust thing that you trust the person will leave the money on the porch, like in the mailbox or under the mat, and take the items. So you're not interacting with anyone, and it's called porch pickup. So I know people are doing that, and especially with items that don't ship really well. Like someone sold uh, a backpack carrier, baby carrier, that you go hiking with. They sold it on I think Facebook Marketplace, and they left it there. And they have a one of those cameras, I think called Nest or something, and they watch the person leave the money and take the carrier. So I don't know. I guess you got to be trusting that the person would leave the money. I guess if you watch them through the camera and saw they didn't leave the money, you could say something, but then you're not doing the whole distancing thing. So that might be awkward. But I don't really do that anymore. I used to several years ago. I just kind of got burned out on it. Let's see. Um, we were able to get them back to the family. Oh, that's nice, Laura. So it was probably like a mistake that they left that. Um, I sometimes find family pictures at the bins, like albums of family pictures, like pictures like kids, and I always feel so bad. Like, did someone just like donate these by accident, or did they just not care about the person anymore? Maybe they got in a fight and they're just like, ugh, I'm just gonna donate these to Goodwill. I don't know. It's kind of sad. Like there's pictures of these kids and families from like the 70s and 80s, and they're not like old pictures. They're newer ones, and they just get tossed, and then they eventually get thrown away, and it's like, oh, there's all those memories. Oh, it's kind of depressing. Yeah, it's interesting that people can be different. Yeah. So, anyways, just wanted to tell you guys who are here that for the month of April, I am going to be going YouTube Live every Tuesday night and Thursday night for the month of April. I already said that at 6 p.m. Pacific time. I don't know what that is Central. I know it's 9 o'clock Eastern time. So definitely come back and chit chat with me. And if you're bored, grab a glass of wine, come chat. Or if you are interested in what's selling for me, or what's selling for other people, definitely chit chat with others in the chat down below. But I'm gonna head out. I wasn't planning on chatting tonight. Just I forgot tonight was Thursday. But I hope to see you guys in the next chat, and that will be Tuesday. All right. See you guys later. Bye. Oh, make sure you send the notification, the live. Okay. I'll try to remember that. I'll try to remember. All right. It's great to see you too. All right. Bye bye.